Hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We're doing our AI-only championship series here in Civ 6. We are on to the final 8, and we are on to round number 2. And man, we've been trying to find a map forever. I think we're just going to have to live with this map, unless it's absolutely horrific. We've had so many issues. I mean, there for a while, I was on continents, not on fractal, accidentally. And then I was like, why do I keep getting continents, man? Like, why can't I get a Pangaea or something like that? The last map we got was actually straight up Pangaea, and I'm like, oh, hey, this is perfect. But then Gandhi was like trapped by a bunch of mountains, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, game. So I think this is gonna work. Let's go ahead and kill the fog of war so we don't get a crash here, because that would be really fun. So Lady 6 guy is on the northwest side. Then we have Simón on the far west with Rome slightly east of them. Mapuche is down below. Then we have Vietnam on the eastern side with Mongolia on the eastern part of the continent. This is actually kind of cool. I like how there's like this little pass here. What would that be called? It's not like a canal, but you know, is this an island? No, they are interconnected. Huh, interesting. And then we have Gandhi up north. Now Gandhi has a little bit of a sketchy situation here because he's got the snake here, which isn't going to provide him that much room. And then up here, he's got the tundra. That being said, he's got enough room to put down some cities. So like, I don't think this is going to be an imbalance. Like, I think this will be fine. Like that's enough. That's enough. And it looks like everyone already has 3 cities out. Really? Really? Guys, is it going to happen? No, but the game froze. Of course it did. Of course it did. Why would it work right? Well, at least we got all 3 cities. All right, we'll be back in like 20 minutes when I load the game in. It doesn't take that long, but anyways, we'll be back in a minute. You know, the funny thing about that is we actually turned off the fog of war so it wouldn't crash, and then it goes and crashes on us. I mean, I guess it didn't technically crash, it froze, but, you know, it might as well be a crash. So, anyways, Trajan had a very, very, very bad last game, so he's going to need a lot of work if he wants to go ahead and make it into the final 6. Same thing is somewhat true of Gandhi. Gandhi didn't have quite as bad of a game, but he's going to need some work as well. Now, I mentioned last episode, I think I was like, yeah, you know, it's not the worst thing if Gandhi and Rome get eliminated. What would actually be kind of great is if Gandhi and Mongolia actually got eliminated. Why? Because that would eliminate then both of the people that have previously won. So we would then be guaranteed a brand new winner. But in the scheme of things, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, honestly, like, you know, I don't mind Mongolia winning too, just because it's like, it's so weird to me that like Gandhi's the only 2-time winner. So Mongolia getting up there is like, okay, you know, because if you tell people, yeah, like Gandhi's the best AI Civ, you're like, what? Really? What? No, that seems weird. But you're like, Mongolia's there too. You're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's just simple sake there. So looks like Simón is at war with Rome. We did put the civs in opposite order. Although that being said, weren't these two next to each other last time? Yeah, and Lady 6 guy came in and like cleaned up as well. So but Lady 6, are you serious right now, game? You got to be freaking kidding me. You have to be actually kidding me. Oh my gosh, what is going on today? Oy. All right, well, if you want to hear Brian frustrated and annoyed, well, you're going to get it today. So, man, clearly, you know, I could be blaming Firaxis for this. I could blame the mod makers, but you know what? No, I'm blaming you, chat. This is all chat's fault, clearly. Because, you know, I don't know why. Give me a few minutes and I'll figure out why. But clearly, this has got to be your fault because it's not my fault, you know. Maybe it's the coffee. Maybe it's the coffee. I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll give it a minute. We'll be back in a sec. Oh dear Civ gods, please don't crash this time. I mean, honestly, you know, if it's anyone's fault, I should blame Parker. It's the cute fluffball's fault because she wanted a bone this morning, so she was being really loud and annoying. But anyways, all right, so Simón is currently trying to declare war on Rome. Just got a lot of help there with, actually, you know what? I don't think they're at war, but he did get some help because of the flooding river. Are you serious? Are you actually serious right now? What the heck? Yo. Okay, we're gonna hit restart, see what happens. And honestly, if it gives us a different map, I think I'm okay with that. Because this is getting really messed up. The fact that it's frozen every time, man, I've done nothing different. This is a different day from last time. What the heck is going on? It's gotta be something with that particular map then. Huh. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and screw this. We're just gonna go ahead and remake the game. And we're just going to have to live with the new map. So if you didn't like that map, congratulations. But wow, this is really weird. Like, nothing's different. You know what? We should double check and make sure another mod didn't turn itself on, because maybe that happened. Generally, I start that like anytime I'm remaking the game, because, you know, mods like to turn themselves on when they update. Usually, you know when it updates, because like Steam tells you, hey, it downloaded something. But so that's the only thing I can think happened, is maybe a mod turned itself on, or there's just something on that map. You know what it could be too? Maybe it's one of the wonders. Maybe one of those wonders is, yeah, it's just the same 2 on. Maybe one of those wonders on that map is one of the newer ones, and it just doesn't like the game. So, or the mod or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're putting these guys in second, or in reverse order this time. You know, let's just do it completely different. Let's do Basil. Let's do Trajan. We're just gonna like really screw this up here. So Basil to Trajan, then we'll do True. Let's just make sure we get all 8 though. We'll do Lady 6 guy. We'll put the chicks next to each other. L. L is after H. Brian. J. K. L. And then let's do Genghis here, smack dab in the middle. We got Gandhi next to Genghis because we got the G team. And then who have we not put in? We still have not put in Lautaro. Okay, so that's under L, which is way before S. And then the last one is Simón, S. And S is where you just were. Perfect. And then Gandhi, we got to go green. And not continents, we're going to go fractal. Okay. And now we get to listen to the Chinese guy. And this is going to work this time. And we're going to live with this map no matter what happens. No matter what happens, he says. You know, literally one of the maps I got today had like Rome on an island where legit he only had one city. And like his city basically, like I'm talking maybe a 6 tile wide island. Or 6 tile wide, just like 6 tiles total island, square foot. What would that be? 6 square tile isle. Does that work? I don't know. Anyways, there's only like 6 tiles. It was freaking tiny. I'm like, what the actual heck here, game? And the funny thing is that map was actually a really good one. And we've gotten this many times today where it's like, hey, this map looks great. Oh no, it's an absolute mess up. You know, this map, this was a pretty good map. But then the game's like, you know what? Let's just crash every single time. And it's just like, oh my gosh, or just freeze. It has to be something with the wonder, right? It has to be one of those wonders. So, you know, I could turn off the better balance starts. I don't know if the better balance starts is really actually adding anything. The dog heard something. My dad's here already? All right, give me a pause game. Or 1 second. Okay, wasn't my dad. It was Parker's food. So anyways, loading in on this map. This is the same map we were just in on since I didn't really get a good look at it. I actually think this is going to be fine. There are a couple islands down here, but no one's on them, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. We do have Byzantine over here, but they're not on an island. And honestly, you know, it's kind of interesting here, and that's not like the worst start for them. They also have some, you know, expansion potential over there, and then we have these other islands over here. I think this is gonna work. I think it'll work. So anyways, Byzantium then is on this far little archipelago or peninsula kind of thing. Then we have Rome here on this other peninsula. They're actually a little cut off by Vietnam, because Vietnam ended up settling in that direction, but not end of the world. Then Mongolia is on the northwest. Are you serious? You froze again? No, we're moving. Okay, I was like, no, I am not restarting again, man. We have Gandhi then to the north. We have Simón then east of them. And then southeast, we have Mapuche, who is kind of over there by themselves. There's also another island over here wide open as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, other little land masses to go settle. I mean, like, oh, and then Lady 6 guys down here, who, once again, you know, she has a lot of tundra, but she has a lot of potential space. So, like, tundra's not the worst thing in the world. You're not going to get that many wonders, potentially. Well, I mean, I say that, but your production's not going to be the worst if you have a lot of forest. But actually, she doesn't have a lot of forest. But still, like, she probably won't get a ton of wonders in these cities. But the thing is, you're not really going to get that many wonders in, you know, your 5th, 6th, 7th city anyways. Those are more just to get extra population and empire score, which admittedly is not going to be as valuable as putting cities down somewhere else. But, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, especially if you can settle. Like, I mean, I think I would rather have a wide open snowy tundra that I could settle like 5-6 cities as opposed to like a grassy knoll that I can only settle like 3, right? I would think so. So anyways, the big one to keep an eye on here is going to be Byzantium, because, you know, they're going to have to like earn their way up this this very, very thin little isle. But it's not really an isle. What is this? Peninsula. Whatever, this little thin part of the continent, which is gonna be interesting. Also, really could have some dude, this freaking ruined it. This would be a really good Golden Gate right there. Oh, we could get a Golden Gate right here. Oh yeah, I like that. And actually, you know what, Rome could come settle up there pretty easily as well. So even though they got they got Vietnam blocking them off, it's not end of the world for them. Gandhi's up to 4 cities. We're at 29. Does everyone have enough cities at this point? 4, 4, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like everyone has enough cities. Okay, good. So Byzantium is going to be the one. Like, the bigger issue is the fact that, like, he could probably only get like 2 or 3 more cities, but he still has an island here. He could also go ahead and conquer Chinggeta, and then, you know, he's pretty dang close down here. I mean, him and Rome both, although Rome's probably more likely to settle this one. So, like, they have options here, and this is not a bad area for him anyways. Like, he's got a little bit of fresh water, but he's got decent production. He's got some amenities. He's got iron, he's got niter, he's got pretty much everything a growing Byzantium Empire needs. So Johannesburg is currently fallen to the Mongolians. They got the battering ram. They're going to have a hard time taking that without that battering ram, though. And I'm not sure what they were bringing a slinger for. They had a slinger soloing the walls, which, yeah, okay, that's fine. You know what? That's what Bannerlord needs. It needs slingers. We have javelins. Sorry, I have Bannerlord on the mind because that's like all I've been playing. But man, it'd be kind of cool to have a slinger and you're like, and like slingers, I think were historically really great because they could outrange bows, right? Okay, history lesson: slingers versus archers. Yes, here we go. Slingers have the best range. Oh, this is Rome too. Why were javelins and slingers replaced by archers? So accuracy, penetration, and range. Bows and crossbows have a better combination. Javelin's about 100 meters. An arrow can travel another 200. The sling of a bullet is about 400. But the bullet will not cut or penetrate as deep as an arrow. Okay, so slingers have better range, but they don't do as much damage. Interesting. Also, I kind of feel like our arrows have to arch more, where I feel like slingers, when you like throw the bullets, they would have less of an arc, right? So you could maybe get more direct shots. I don't know. But I suppose that's probably too why helmets got invented. Because imagine like marching an army into a line of slingers without helmets on. Like, oh my God, that would be scary. And I suppose like with the shield, you could pretty much nullify slingers. Because you just like hold it above your head and like, oh no, it hit my super armored like leg, which I imagine wouldn't feel good, but it wouldn't like kill you either. You know, where the arrow's actually going to penetrate, cause blood loss, you know, all that fun stuff. So anyways, history lesson for the day. Oh my God, Simón is going a little crazy here. He's got 2, 4, 5 cities. Vietnam's only at 4 right now. Rome's starting to push. Really, it's more of the forest fires right now are having some issues. Rome's at 5. Yeah, Rome's at 5. Mongolia's at 2, 4. They're only at 4. They're still working on Johannesburg. They do have the battering ram, but the battering ram, once again, I see the battering ram, immediately my mind goes to Age of Wonders, or Age of Empires. And I'm like, yeah, that battering ram could just burn down the walls by himself. And it's like, wait, no, that's not how battering rams work in this game. So ironically, I don't think Mongolia is going to be able to get it, which will actually probably help Byzantium here, just because that's going to be a little less loyalty pressure, at least in this direction. Now, they're not going to be able to settle over here, but they should be able to settle here, I would think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so as long as they don't settle on this corner right here, I think they're going to be okay. Would this be 8-2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I think if they settle there, they should be okay. All right, reinforcements came and actually take it back. I think they will be able to get it now. They got enough heavy chariots there that I think they're going to be able to do some work. They have also cleared out all the units. That being said, they still have the archer plus the walls right now. So they're doing like double archer shots right now, which is pretty dang good. That only killed 5 defense. Oof. And the fact that they don't have it surrounded, like they don't have a a galley right now, like sieging it down so it doesn't gain HP, is also pretty bad. So they're spending a lot right now trying to do some work on it. All right, so we have once again the elephant war is popping out, the third elephant war of our time. But actually, it's not really an elephant war this time. It's more of a vampire war. Also, wait a second. Oh yeah, that's the twins. I was like, what unique unit is that? I'm so confused. Oh my God, she could steal an elephant. Oh, I want nothing more in my life than for her to steal an elephant. Also, I love how he just built the wonder underneath the twins. Come on, steal an elephant. Suicide that elephant. Suicide that elephant. No, dang it. I just want to see an elephant stolen, man. That would be amazing. Can you steal unique units? Can Civ 6, can twins steal unique unit? I don't know if like twins are actually any unit counts as a melee unit, ignores movement, any ordinary with full HP. So I think so. It doesn't say that. It just says any unit killed will be res. Here's the other thing. I guess technically you don't kill vampires, right? So you couldn't conquer a vampire. I mean, it would make sense since you can take over zombies that you'd be able to steal a unique unit from someone else. That would be really freaking baller, though. Like, imagine that, yeah, you're fighting India and all of a sudden you steal a Navaru or two. Like, oh my God, that would make you absolutely psychotic. Okay, so Rome is now pushing Vietnam from the other side. So Vietnam is not having a good game this so far. Now, remember, she only needed like 400 points, so you know she's doing pretty fine. I mean, she's almost there already, so as long as she doesn't get wiped out. She did just lose Hugh, and for some reason Rome didn't burn it down. He can hold it if he puts a governor there, though. Okay, so Rome is doing what he needs to do to get out of the bottom here. Mongolia ended up settling Quire, which is immediately flipping. There was no era. We did get the first era, I missed that, but yeah, that's just getting a bunch of loyalty pressure. And then over here we got Gran Colombia that we're probably going to ignore because he's just doing really crazy. And Mapuche is actually kind of bad right now, only 4 cities. Lady 6 guy's fine as well. Really, the only ones that we're really caring about right now is kind of like this part of the world. I mean, it's like this is Europe and everything else is like, you know, the rest of the world, right? Haha, all my European friends agree. Or actually, you know what? This is America right now, and this is all we care about. This is what all the news is about, right? Now I pissed off all the Europeans. Okay, that's fine. Religions, we have all 5, which is very weird for recently. Mayan, Byzantine, Mapuche, Vietnam, and Gran Colombia. So Gandhi didn't get one? Wait. Did I say India? Maya, Byzantium, Mapuche, Vietnam. Yeah, dude, India is not getting one this game. Eastern Orthodoxy is getting a little bit of spread. And then the religions are mostly focused over here. So, Byzantium has a really good chance to gain a bunch of points then for religion, especially if Vietnam gets knocked out here or she's struggling and can't really build too many civilians. I mean, she only has the one holy site right now, too, in her capital, and that capital is under a lot of siege pressure, which I say that. I think that one was just a flood right now, but still. Hugh is flipping 8 tons. It's going, but, ooh, interesting new era. I think Rome's going to get a golden age too. India with a very aggressive expansion, Jaipur, that is probably not the best location for an expansion, but that's okay. And I gotta say, Byzantium's doing a really good job of maximizing their space, the little bit of space. And I mean, same thing with Rome too. You know, I think both of them have done a pretty dang good job with the little bit of space they have. Also, you know, I would love, I mean, you know what I want to see. You know what I want to see. You don't even need me to say it. But yeah, that would be an interesting one. So that's the temple. I thought that might have been the Chechen. We got the pyramids up over here for Mongolia. So Mongolia's popping out a couple wonders, which, you know, I think this is a very standard game for Mongolia thus far. A little bit of aggression, a little bit of wonders, a whole lot of fun. So it looks like another golden age here for pretty much everyone, except Byzantium and Mongolia. Okay, so Nicaea flipped, but that one should flip right back. Johannesburg flipped, and unfortunately for Mongolia, that was maybe the worst timing on that, because it doesn't look like it's going to flip back, and he was about to throw another city out there, which would have done some work. Also looks like he built a wonder there? Or was building a wonder there? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. How close is Johannesburg to flipping? 11.1. He's going to need another city, and then he's probably going to need a golden age before he starts getting that back. Oh, crap. We did 500 turns of everything. So what are we doing? We're doing turn 215. We're just going to have to write down people's scores. So hopefully no one gets eliminated. But, hey, at least we know that we got the right math last time when someone got eliminated. So that's fine. We can write down people's scores. It's not end of the world. So Rome is continuing their aggression. They're still losing Hugh, and it's still flipping. It looks like at the same rate here, 2.7. Oh, it's so bad to lose a town by just like that little bit, man. He's working on the Chechen, though, back in Ravania, which is weird just because, it like Rome, Chechen, not really rainforest. Like, none of that really fits together, but okay. Mapuche is up to only 4 cities still, pretty far behind. Late 6 guy might have a little bit of pressure. Actually, looks like they're fighting. Yeah, they are fighting. Which is very ambitious for Lady 6 guy, because, actually, no, Brussels is right here. Never mind. Okay, that's less weird than, because, her just coming in over here and trying to attack, there's just, long supply lines. This is going to be really hard to go grab that. However, taking over Brussels here isn't the worst thing in the world. Now, is this an emergency war? No, it was a religious emergency got passed against her. Military emergency against Rome failed. Okay, he did lose Hugh, though. And Jaipur is about to flip as well, which means we're probably going to have a bunch of just lockouts just from the free cities here. So I'm wondering, Vietnam, no, nothing's flipping and nothing's flipping for Mongolia as of yet. So that's okay. He did get another city up here. So Johannesburg is going to flip at some point. And that's going to be a pretty okay city because it's got the volcano. So as long as Quizapu ends up exploding a couple times, you should be okay. And I see it's not flipped yet. 5 turns. Okay. Byzantium's going to need that. What's score looking like right now? Lautaro and Genghis are at the bottom. Basil is okay. Trajan's doing pretty good. Gandhi's doing okay. I still think it's Trajan and Gandhi, but it's still way too early to call it. I mean, there's only, 100-point difference here between top and bottom? 200. 150. But it's early on. So, there's not a lot of points to be had as of yet. What's the Wonder Games? So Simon's at 3. Lady 6 is at 1. Same with Trajan, Badru, Gandhi, Basil, and Genghis. So everyone only has 1 except Simón. Now, Simon's looking a little crazy here because he's just gone super aggressive with this expansion. Just seriously, look at this dude. He's at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities already. What the hell? Is he like an expansionist? He must be like an expansionist or something. I think that's one of their agendas. Because, he has 8 cities. And, Lautaro has almost equal amount of room here, and he's at, 5. I mean, sure, he took over Brussels, but still. Brussels is flipping. Also, maybe conquered? I'm wondering if she's going to conquer it, if it's going to flip. Now, if it flips, that's bad because, okay, so here's the thing. I think if Lady 6 guy takes it, she's probably going to release it back as a city-state. If it flips, though, it's going to be a free city, and it's probably going to stay a free city the rest of the game. So that's what's going to be rather interesting about that. Palmyra? Anyways, another aggressive expansion. Hugh ended up going back to Vietnam. Okay. And then Jaipur ended up going back to India. So most everyone's taking their stuff back. So Johannesburg right now is the only free city on the map. Okay. And soon to be Brussels. I'm pretty sure, I don't think she has the steam right now to take over Brussels. All she has is her Holche, and that's just not really going to do enough damage. What is 35 defensive strength? So he's rolling around with men at arms. Yeah, okay, there you go. I was like, he's got decent units, and actually he's about to pop out a knight, which is going to bump that up even more, because then it's going to be, 40? So it's going to be really hard for a 25 combat strength unit, 28 combat strength unit to do anything. Even the catapults at 35, I mean, they'll do a little bit, but with the swordsman and the crossbow, yeah. So, interesting. Vietnam is now being attacked from the other side. So Vietnam is the new Rome this game. We'll see how well she can handle it. She got the walls popping up. Oh, no. There was 1 turn left on that. Oh, and she's just bringing her elephants too. God, that was a ninja of all ninjas. Because, like, there's no way if those elephants would have been in position that he would have taken that. Like, they would have done just enough damage, I think, that she wouldn't have been able, or she wouldn't have lost it. And then the funny thing about that is those walls would have finished and it would have been GG. Then again, those elephants are actually getting pushed back. So I don't know. Special session, we don't really care. That is probably going to be against Gran Colombia. I cannot imagine a bunch of people are going to jump in on that. No, it did pass. Let's see. Who's at war now? Lady Six Guy and Lautaro. Okay. So they're no longer going to be fighting each other then, which Brussels is now. Oh, it actually is flipping to. Okay. I didn't imagine that was going to flip. By the way, are the twins from. I'm just now realizing that their name seems very similar to Maya. Yes. Okay. Okay. I was going to say, because that one city looked like almost the exact name. Like that. It looks very similar. So anyways, I was like, are they from? And yes, they are. They are. So I don't imagine they're going to get a lot of pressure here from any of those civs. So right now they're looking okay. They're going to survive. Well, I mean, the thing is, Gran Colombia doesn't really have to worry about too many people. What's his army? I bet his army is pretty strong right now, too, comparatively. So he's at 324. Vietnam's at 155. And then Lady Six Guys 296 and Lautaro's 265. So combined, they have enough. But yeah, that's probably not going to happen because you would actually have to have like AI joint attacking, which yeah, good luck on that. All right, so Byzantium did settle their little southern island. We're still yet to see Rome go south. But score right now is Simón still in first. Lautaro Genghis is still at the bottom. Gandhi and Basil. Trajan's earning his way up, though. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do, though. Remember, he only got like 200 points. So, like, he's going to need a stupid amount at this point to actually earn it. The vampire are going to be really nice here. Yeah, 50 combat strength vampires with the knights, with the Volchen, which they do how much? They do 40. Yeah. Are they a replacement for crossbows? Volchen. Let's just go Vietnam. Instead of trying to figure out how to. Yeah, they replaced the crossbows. Aren't the crossbows 48? No, they are 40. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought the crossbows were higher than 40. But still, I mean, these are right the units you kind of want right now. I mean, you would love to have, obviously, what's after crossbows? Wait, do crossbows just upgrade to machine guns? Hold up. Why is my brain upgrades to field cannon? That's it. It's so weird because field cannon is more artillery, but, you know, whatever. I'm not going to complain too much about the units that they chose at this point in the game. I think overall they did a good job with like units and unit types and stuff like that, especially now that they have like the trebuchet and all the extra stuff. I think they did a good job. So now obviously I would love to see, you know, more units. I'd love to see more unique units as well, but when you have 45 civs, that's kind of hard. Now that's actually an interesting question. Would you rather see 45 civs with, you know, one unique unit, maybe two, and a unique building, or would you rather see 15 with multiple stuff? That's actually a very interesting question. I think I would rather see fewer with more uniqueness between them. But okay, so everyone got a Dark Age except the two that were in the Dark Age last time, which means Johannesburg is now flipping and doesn't really help Byzantium too much, but there you go. So Palmyra ended up flipping. Jaipur ended up flipping over to Vietnam at one point. Dalat did not end up flipping from Gran Colombia. They ended up losing, I think this was India. Yeah, they lost Zanzibar, it looks like. Huh, interesting. Then Willie flipped over there, and Brussels flipped. Okay, so nothing super, super major. They're not flipping anything at this point. So, okay, well, we got to wrap this episode up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. So always hit the subscribe button during the game, comment, share, support. We'll be back tomorrow at the exact time we're ending right here. So, see you then.